Hey guys, Jim here with Creative Play and Podcast Network, and here we are again in August. It is now hashtag RPGaDay again for its 8th year. God, it's been so long. Again, we're joining in with all the other tabletop gamers out there to get creative and use the prompts now for RPGaDay 2021 to inspire you guys to all write, vlog, blog, draw cool pictures. This year they're asking for whatever you do, do. So we are going to go ahead and start out with the next day. All right, guys, here we go.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hey guys, Jim and Kelly here from Creative Play and Podcast Network. It is hashtag RPGaDay 2021 August the 9th. It is a medium-sized month, or unless you want to go with...
It's not a medium-sized month.
Well, it's 31 days, so it's more than medium. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Or it's role, emotion, or percentage. So I'm going to go with medium. What were you going to go with today?
I was going to go with medium.
Okay. It's almost like you foresaw that coming. Channeling the spirits as a medium.
Yes.
As
a matter of fact, that's the medium I was going to refer to. One of my characters in Scion, one of the boons is that she has is a guide. And her guide is actually her mother, who's a clairvoyant, a medium. Her name is Madame Devora. She works the pier at
New Jersey.
In New Jersey. She has a little shop, where she tells fortunes. Yeah, her Madame Devora. Her real name's Deborah, but she goes by Madame Devora. And my character would sometimes call her to try and get guidance from the other side. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Hey, I'm a huge fan of the concept of the spirit medium, because one nice thing with that as a GM, mediums are great tools to use to give your players tips and tricks that they shouldn't have. And more importantly, a spiritual medium can also be a con person that's basically just conning somebody.
Yeah, that too.
Is there anything better than a bard medium?
I just had visions of that one bard of yours. Memdawin.
Yeah, bad things could happen.
Yeah, my ranger's so frustrating. You were so frustrating.
I was just channeling my character like a medium. But, as medium goes, never be afraid of medium. Whether it's, going a lot of times like GMs, they have the easy, medium, hard, deadly combats. Don't be afraid of sticking with the medium combats, because, you don't want to overpower your players. You want to hurt them sometimes to remind them that the world is dangerous and full of scary things. But you don't want to go too far.
True.
And sometimes, I'm sorry, it is nice as a GM that you can throw stuff out at your players with the expectation of it is only one fight before you guys are going to take a long rest. It comes
Yeah,
down.
they have a long rest and a short rest. They don't have a medium rest.
Yeah, there's no medium rest. As just sometimes, it's okay to not overtax the group and just kind of give them a bump to remind them, hey guys, this is the world. It's a deadly world, but not everything has to be get by the skin of your teeth in every fight. It's okay just to have a bunch of regular Joe Schmo attacks and things, that you're not worried about, it's going to take every one of your resources and your players are holding on to every ability because they're like refusing to use the cool abilities because they think they need it for the next big fight. And of course, I'll be honest, it is kind of funny when you throw a little fight after a big fight that they were holding everything back and they're just like, why didn't we do this earlier? Then you look at them and you're just like, sorry guys, you were afraid of this big scary thing and it was like a small group of squirrels that jumped out of the bushes. But don't worry, it's squirrels led by a druid.
Hey, those can, I wouldn't put it past those suckers to be vicious.
Never worry until the druid casts summon woodland creatures, and all of a sudden a bunch of medium-sized creatures comes running out at you.
Medium-sized creatures. I don't think that counts. But hey, I could be wrong. But another good thing about employing a medium is if your characters are completely off the rails and you're trying to get them back on track or, focused,
Mm-hmm.
a medium it's basically the talking head trope used in novels.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get your players back on track that way.
Yeah, I mean, a
Not
lot of
to say you
times.
don't want to railroad, but
Mm-hmm. And it's total player agency. You're giving them just a heads up. It could be as easy as your players are trashing town after town. It could be one person saying, hey, one of these days you're gonna rue the day that you didn't stop to help the little guy and you did these bad things.
Who talks like that? Name that movie.
Rue the day. So it definitely comes down to one of those of, don't be afraid of giving your players hints and things outside the normal realm of all you have to do is drop the creepy little tarot card lady and use her as a spiritual medium to channel a villain the group killed that they probably shouldn't have, or someone helpful that was murdered and they need to contact that person again.
Or
We
you're walking
have
through the town and the soothsayer is like, you, the spirits are talking to me.
Or all of a sudden, the crazy Indus Nye guy comes running out and tries to stab one of the players because they tell everyone they've seen the future. If this person lives, it's the end of everything. And then it's great when you do that as a GM because you don't have to really wait long till the player does something to explain why he was going to be getting murdered. Because players, travesty happens.
Yeah.
It's just the medium level that they take it on. Trust me on this. By the way, that's tomorrow's word, which is trust.
Trust.
In GM, we trust.
Not always.
Alrighty, guys. I think we've pretty much, foreseen all we're going to foresee in the medium. So that's probably going to be a good place to wrap it up there for August the 9th. Hashtag RPGaDay2021.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.